The lie smelled like expensive leather and a victory Elias hadn't earned. Sora stood at the 96th floor viewport, the city a-glittering, conquered beast beneath her. She felt the usual, satisfying weight of control. Sora. Elias's voice purred from the Italian marble desk, smooth, deep, effortlessly charismatic. Alpha, she responded, turning. The Dubois family cleanup flawless, as always. Their influence is neutralize the media bought the aggressive canine narrative. Elias chuckled, a low, please sound natural selection. My dear, some wolves are simply too weak, too unstable for the modern age. He moved toward her. Liquid grace, he placed a warm, heavy hand on her shoulder. You, Sora, are the foundation, unbreakable, loyal. His silver eyes held hers. Tell me, Enforcer, is the pack entirely satisfied with my order? Absolutely. Alpha, your authority is unquestioned. As the silence stretched, Elias leaned in close. Good, because any crack in that foundation, any tiny deviation, is a vulnerability, and you know what we do to vulnerabilities. Later, in her own minimalist apartment, Sora reviewed the Dubois accident report. She couldn't shake the beta's terrified face. The official report was clean, yet deep within the archived cleanup data, she found it. A single, minuscule spike in the low-frequency range, time-stamped precisely 4 seconds before the beta's shift began. A technical ghost. It meant nothing. It couldn't. She needed confirmation because her analytical mind was screaming betrayal. She felt the prickle of danger, a thrilling, terrifying pull toward the truth. That's why she made the call, not to the Alpha, but to her own secret access point. Sora slipped into the sublevels of the pack house just after midnight. The pack house foundation, the heart of the operation. She navigated the maintenance tunnels, where the air was thick with the scent of ozone and something else, something synthetic and low, like a distant, sleeping engine. She accessed the hidden data. She focused the audio files through an old frequency analyzer. The ambient noise faded. What remained was the thrum, a steady, almost imperceptible 20 Hz tone, undeniably present, pulsating from the concrete. It was the low hum of the dominance trigger. Then came the critical evidence. She isolated the audio feed from the previous Alpha's cousin. The analyzer's graph spiked violently, a razor-sharp peak. A beat later, the audio filled with the cousin's terrified human shout, followed instantly by the wet sound of an uncontrolled shift. The timing was exact. Technology triggered the rage. Sora leaned her head against the cold steel of the terminal. Her deepest misbelief that Elias's power was genuine shattered. She found a rejected entry. Sora, failure to achieve desired effect at 40% output. Further calibration needed. The timestamp was last month. She wasn't loyal. She was just feedback. She was nearly targeted. As fire bloomed beneath her skin, a profound, feral anger, she downloaded the critical evidence onto a heavily encrypted drive. Before she could move, a low, metallic clang echoed down the tunnel. A shadow danced between them. Standing 10 feet away was a figure she didn't recognize. Who are you? Sora's voice trembled slightly. That's my question, Enforcer. The stranger's voice was a low, gravelly sound. He took a slow step closer. You're playing with fire down here. What do you have? I'm securing unauthorized equipment, she lied. He let out a short, cynical bark of a laugh. Neutralized? By the Alpha's favorite puppet? Please, he gestured toward the terminal. That equipment? Or the little flash drive in your boot? Sora froze. She launched herself low and hard, kicking concrete directly into a pipe. The sound was deafening, a sharp, piercing clang. Instead of fighting him, Sora sprinted toward the crumbling exit tunnel, plunging into deeper darkness. Coward, he roared, giving chase. Stop. We want the same thing, he yelled, his voice closer now. Sora reached the old, jammed exit hatch. She threw her weight against the rusted wheel. It wouldn't budge. The patrol was close. The stranger rushed the hatch. He let out a wordless roar, and with terrifying, purely physical strength, wrenched the wheel. Metal shrieked. And just like that, the hatch sprang open, revealing the cold, rainy night. Go, he snapped, shoving her through the opening. Sora stumbled out. She looked back just as the pack patrol emerged. The stranger was already gone. He saved me. Why? Sora didn't stop running until the hum of the city lights was just a distant memory. She was drenched, her corporate facade entirely stripped away. This was her new reality, an outlaw, a traitor. She pulled out the drive. Was the courage to trust after betrayal truly worth this chaos? As the wind shifted, his scent, sharp, metallic, with a hint of burnt ozone, wafted back to her. The untamed variable, she murmured. He was hunted, too. How did he know about the flash drive? She reached the haven, the derelict warehouse inside. She established her new existence. She tried an old, deep-pack encrypted channel. The digital voice of the drone cut through the static. Enforcer Sora is declared P0. Priority 0 asset elimination. The traitor has been identified as the true saboteur. Lethal force is authorized on site. Saboteur conspiring with rivals. She was cut off entirely. Suddenly, a new conflict arose. A scent, metallic and sharp with his scent in the air. The untamed variable was close. The side door creaked open. A woman walked in. I know you're here, Enforcer. I didn't track you for a fight. My name is Alara. I'm not with the pack, and if you're the one who found the tachometer files, we have the same enemy. She kicked a backpack toward the shadows. That's why I'm here, because my brother died a year ago. The official story is a lie. Sora lowered the dagger slightly. Alara showed her a laptop. The dominance trigger, the tachometer, is housed in the central support column, deep beneath the Alpha's office. Sora felt a cold knot in her stomach. I have the sound files, the target logs, proof. Elias used it on the Du Bois and nearly on me. The stranger? Kael, Alara whispered. My brother's beta. He's a ghost, and he is dangerously unstable. As Alara attempted to analyze Sora's drive, the laptop flashed a warning. System compromised. Drive wipe initiated. No, it's a kill switch. Alara cried. Just like that, the drive, Sora's only proof, was gone. He knew you got the drive, Alara whispered. He didn't just frame you, he disarmed you. He'll escalate now, Sora stated. We need to break the machine. Alara sent the encrypted message. Camilla's memory requires the tachometer files. The Enforcer has the knowledge. Kael arrived, dropping silently from a vent. Where is the drive? I know you lied to the patrol. It's gone, Sora said simply. Elias had a kill switch. He wiped it 5 hours ago. Kael roared, a sound that started deep in his chest. He lunged, stopping inches from Sora's face. You lie. You're Elias's dog, he accused. My master nearly used the tachometer on me last month. She revealed, if I were still loyal, I would be dead. We need to work together, because we have the same enemy, whether you believe me or not. Alara stepped between them. Kael, she knows the codes. I know the schematics. You know the tunnels. You want justice? We need to attack the core. Kael pulled back, his inner conflict visible. Fine, one chance, Kael conceded, but if I smell one hint of Elias's authority on either of you, I end this. Kael revealed the corporate connection. Elias runs his operations through a shell company called Oratech. He controls the technology because he funded it with pack money. Between one breath and the next, their hands accidentally brushed a jolt. Electric, primal, shot up Sora's arm as fire bloomed beneath her skin. She realized the terrifying attraction to the one person who represented chaos. The infiltration window is narrow, Kael stated. Elias has a ceremonial gathering tomorrow night. Sora faced the crucial complication. If it overloads, the feedback surge could kill everyone in the central column, including us. Kael looked at Sora, his expression softening. You deserve a chance to live. Sora entered the complex sequence for the support column. The door hissed open, but then, as they stepped inside, the lights changed from cool white to blood red. He knew. Kael snarled, spinning. Hold. Sora commanded. It's a lockdown. Elias activated the internal kill switch. We're trapped. Gas nozzles open near the ceiling. It's a neural disruptor. It suppresses the shift impulse. Alara cried through the comms. Kael fought the dizzying effects. Stay away, he warned, his voice guttural. Kael gripped her fiercely. I can't, I'm losing control. Sora pressed her lips to his ear, her voice rough. Trust me, Kael. Fight the shift. You are not a monster. Elias made the monsters. Without another word, Sora dove headfirst into the sparking wiring. Elias's voice boomed over the chamber's internal speakers. Sora, my loyal enforcer, did you truly believe a lie as small as a flash drive could defeat my technological dominance? You're pathetic, Elias. Sora shouted back. I am safe, Elias corrected smoothly. Your death will prove my stability. Your chaos will secure my reign. Did Kael tell you about Camila? He watched his own mate tear herself apart. Kael let out a tormented, animalistic cry. Kael looked directly into her eyes. I desire you, enforcer, more than I have feared death. Then trust me to break this. We go down together, or we break the lie. Sora jammed the two critical wires. The chamber violently flashed. The thrum of the tachometer went silent. The system is down, Alara's voice crackled. But the entire pack knows where you are. Get out now. Sora pulled Kael's heavy frame over her shoulder. Sora dragged Kael's limp body through the tunnels. Sora, they're converging on the sublevels. You're trapped in the east quadrant. It's a dead end. Alara cried. The sewer leads back to Orateka's filtration plant. It's monitored. It's a double trap, Kael whispered. Sora looked at Kael. She made the heart-wrenching decision. Alara, listen, I need you to create a diversion at the filtration plant. Activate the main pumps in 5 minutes. What about Kael? He's the bait. I need to draw them off. I need to live, because someone has to expose this truth to the world. She leaned in, pressing a fierce, desperate kiss against Kael's jaw. I desire you, but I need to survive, she murmured against his skin. Don't move, don't fight them, I will come back. Sora ran back toward the tearing sound. Two massive, loyalist enforcers intercepted her. She fought, a fast, transitional blur, but she was weak. The second enforcer slammed her into the concrete wall. He pinned her. The drive is gone. The tachometer is offline. Elias is a liar, she screamed, using her last breath. The loyalist ignored her. The lie dies with the traitor, Sora. She was pinned, defeated. Suddenly, a sound clang, a faint, steady tapping on the reinforced wall. Status: secure, awaiting instruction. The tapping returned. Oratek, it was Alara. I saved the source code for the tachometer's control frequencies. It's stored in 3 separate microchips hidden in the ventilation system near the ballroom. And Kael? Sora whispered. He's secure, Alara confirmed. He let them take him in the tunnels. They brought him to the medical block. That's our target. Sora realized Kael had been playing the long game. Elias is planning the public execution of the traitor tomorrow night. Alara continued, you are the bait, I am the key. Kael is the weapon. What is the plan? Sora asked, a fierce, primal certainty returning to her voice. 40 minutes later, the lights in her sector suddenly flickered and died. Sora was through the hatch, the ceramic blade slicing through the throat of the nearest guard. She ran toward the medical block. Sora burst in Kael's eyes, blazing gold. Locked on hers, he was off the gurney, dispatching the 2 guards. He was the weapon. But first, Kael stopped, pulling Sora into a shadowed alcove. He framed her face with his large hands. I let them take me to ensure your safety, Kael confessed, his voice a low, primal rasp. I hated you, because you represented the order that killed her, but you're nothing like him. You chose truth, and I desire you, enforcer, more than I have feared death. He pulled her into a scorching, desperate kiss. Let's end the lie. As they reached the main stairwell, Elias's voice was raw, furious, and terrifyingly close. Traitors. She is free. Every wolf is on lockdown. Destroy them. Elias met them on the grand stairwell. Behind him were 2 elite guards. Sora and Kael fought as a seamless unit. Elias raised the portable tachometer control unit. Say goodbye, Kael. Sora launched herself directly at Elias. She threw herself hard, tackling him, a blur of motion. Your dominance is a lie, she roared. Alara's voice, crackling with triumph, broke through the main ballroom speakers. Attention. The Alpha is a fraud. Alara forced the portable unit to broadcast the technical data, the sonic frequency spikes, the target logs, and the cold, recorded evidence of Elias's treason to every speaker in the building. Elias screamed, a sound of pure, terrified impotence. Kael stood over Elias. You killed her twice, Elias, Kael whispered, once with the lie and now with the truth. Kael delivered the final, neutralizing blow. 2 months later, Sora and Kael stood together on a windswept hill. The pack was slowly reorganizing. He pulled her close, his scent of ozone and earth familiar and comforting. "We survived the lie," he murmured. "We embraced the chaos," Sora countered, leaning into his strength, and found something real in the wreckage. Sora sat by a fire, researching old pack laws. Kael shifted, stepping inside, massive, beautiful, and utterly wild. He was home. He crossed the room, pulling her up and into a slow, deep kiss. "You're late," Sora whispered, resting her head against his massive chest. "I was securing our future," Kael rumbled, his voice low and possessive. "The war is over, Sora, but the shifting threshold has just begun. I want a future where our children never fear the sound of a silent thrum." He smiled, a rare, genuine expression, and just like that, the promise of a future sealed their bond. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more epic werewolf romance audiobooks.